You'll see the addicts. Now they are responsible for the unicorn myth. If you take a look at them from a profile side view, it looks like they have one horn, but they do have two. If one of their horns happen to fall off, they will not grow back. They are very close to extinction. There's only about 100 of them left out in the wild today. Now,
look at the baby one.
Right left the truck, we have the black wildebeest. There's the baby there on the left. He's adorable. Now they are otherwise known as the white-tailed gnu. They are grazers. They will eat absolutely anything and everything off the ground. Back in the 19th century, they were only found in 2 farms of East Africa. Since then, their numbers have risen and they have made an amazing comeback. They are, of course, relatives to the blue wildebeest, otherwise known as the white-bearded gnu.
Oh, they go more ostriches.
You guys can get a good look of some more of our ostrich hanging out here. Now these ostrich here in this section love to take advantage of all the holes here. They'll use them as makeshift nests. You'll see the culprits responsible for the holes later on in this section. They have very thick horns and they'll use their horns to dig into the ground and then throw dirt on themselves to cool off. About to make our way out of the Serengeti and enter Kingsland. Now Kingsland is home to the king of the jungle, which is the lion.
Yes. Oh, there they go over there.
Now lions are the only social cat hanging out in groups called prides. We have 3 prides here at Six Flags, and the pride you are going to see today is our teenager pride. They're still cubs, but they're more teenagers now. Some of the males are actually starting to grow their manes. Now females are the breadwinners of the prides. They go out and get all the food and nutrients that the pride needs in order to survive on the male.
What does he have in his mouth?
Usually males sleep all day. These guys are young. Males will sleep 20 to 22 hours a day. Females will sleep 16 to 18 hours a day.
20 to 22
They are crepuscular, meaning they are mainly active around 5 a.m. and 5 p.m. and that's because that's when their prey is not active. Now, if you guys have cats at home, you'll notice that their eyes reflect with the light at nighttime and in the early morning. That is called tapetum lucidum. It helps them see 6 times greater than we do in the darkness, so they have an easier time catching their prey. Now, alpha males are very territorial. You can hear their roar from about 5 miles away. That is to alert the pride that something has gone wrong and they need to feed, or
he's eating
they
something.
are, of course, about to feed.
What is he eating?
Now, you'll never see this happening with our tigers. They usually like to hang out and cuddle with each other, but our tigers will always be separated with each other.
Oh, there goes one right by the gate.
Unfortunately, lions are endangered out in the wild today because of poaching for their mates. Their mates protect them from predators such as cheetahs and pumas. As humans, we unfortunately like to use their mates for things like clothing, rugs, fur, coats, things we can definitely live without making it from lion's fur.
Oh, look. What is that?
You keep hands, shoulders, knees, and toes, and all other body parts inside the truck at all times.
Black Bear Ridge. Oh, God.
Now, despite being called black bears, they actually come in 4 different colors. We only have 2 left here at Six Flags. They come in a black color, a brownish black color, a silverish blue color, and a sandy blonde color.
Oh, there goes one inside that thing. Looks like he's dead. You see it? That laying inside there? Oh.
Coming up here around the bend on the right-hand side, we have one of our nurseries. We have a mom and her 2 bear cubs.
Aww.
Now this mom isn't really paws on. She kind of just lets the bear cubs do whatever they want.
And there's gonna be one
If you
more.
guys didn't get a good look of that nursery, don't worry. There is coming up here on the left. Now this mom is the helicopter parent, always hovering over the bear cubs.
Oh look, there's.
You see the mom's hanging up against the den and the mom with the bear cubs is nursing.
What is that one? Look down, look.
All the way towards the back of the picture, you'll see Cinnamon. She's our only brownish black bear. She's also one of our oldest bears. She's about 12 years old.
12.
Now these bears have a seafood diet. They see food and they eat it. That is otherwise being known as opportunistic omnivores.
Oh, there's
They'll take
one more.
anything that goes down, basically. They'll eat the green stuff that are found in their lakes here. It looks kind of nasty. It looks like algae. It's actually called duckweed. It's a very healthy grain. The bears
Yeah.
love it. Now these bears are amazing climbers because they have soft pads in the bottom of their feet as well. Although they are a little bit docile, they are still wild animals. Coming up here on the right, make sure you guys wait for the little our gate guard. Also on the right hand side, you'll see our black bugs. They are in many different sections of the safari. They have those twisted horns. They can jump up to about 7 feet up in the air. They can also run up to 55 miles per hour at full speed.
Oh, what's that?
Those little white birds here on the right hand side are the sacred ibis. Now they were mummified and
Oh.
pharaohs back in ancient Egypt. And you'll also get a good look of some more of the duckweed here in the pond.
Oh, that's what that is.
Around the bend on the left,
That's
you'll
what
see our
the
red
bears
lechwe and our greater kudu. The red lechwe, of course, have that red color. They have longer back limbs than their front limbs, and that helps them ease locomotion out of muddy areas. Horns are actually take about 6 years to fully grow, and they're used as Jewish traditional instruments called shofars.
Terra Ursus.
We are about to enter Terra Ursus.
Brown bear.
Terra Ursus is Latin for land of the bears, but in this case we're entering land of the
Oh my
European brown bear.
What?
You see how big his horns
are
are?
sectioned off onto two different sides of the safari. That is because they are related to the grizzly bear, being a little bit more temperamental and aggressive than our black bears. Also, they are native to New Jersey. Don't worry, they do have full access to both sides of the safari in this section by using underground tunnels we built for them. So
Oh,
around the bend here on the left, you'll see Bones and Hollywood eating their lunch.
where? Oh.
Now, they were abandoned at birth. So we raised them and came by mature ourselves.
Co oni pieprzają?
They do look cute, don't they?
Not when they
Now, just
attack.
like our black bears,
Oh,
these
look.
guys are also opportunistic omnivores, but they love their protein. They have more meat in their diet rather than anything else to make them stronger. They'll eat fish, chicken, beef, anything. Now, unlike our black bears, these guys are not good climbers at all. They will only climb trees if they absolutely have to get away from their predators.
What are bears predators?
Oni podają.
You can tell the difference between the males and the females because the males will have a pointy face and nose. Females will have a rounder face and nose. Looks like everybody just got their lunch.
Oh, look at that on this side. It's a whole bunch of them on this
Now,
side.
back when we were driving the safari, these bears were free roaming. They come up to cars and take everything off of them. They took Quincy Piper's side moving.
Oh, yeah, one's in the water.
Souvenirs. Put them at the bottom of the lake here on the right. So sometimes when they go for swims, they'll play with those car parts. I like to call this section the Brown Bear Country Club because that's the general public pool, and we just passed the VIP jacuzzis. Coming up here on the left-hand side, we have 3 more bear cubs and their mom.
Oh, look, he's in the water.
Now, what's cool about the brown bear is that moms are only pregnant for 2 months.
Oh.
Although they have such a short gestation period, they'll still go into hibernation when pregnant. Then they'll come out of hibernation just to give birth and then go right back into hibernation, leaving the bear cubs to fend for themselves alone for the first few weeks of their life. Now the bears here at safari actually don't go into a hibernation. The main reason bears go into
Oh, I
hibernation
think
is
that's
for
it.
food, but they get fed here all year long, so they'd rather stay awake than go to bed and miss out on their food. We are now entering the bird sanctuary or conservation area of the safari. Back in 1974, when Six Flags and the safari first opened up, we made a promise to the state of New Jersey that would keep one area completely native and untouched. If we never developed New Jersey and built on it, this is exactly what it would look like. Lots of trees, wetlands, things like that. As far as animal sites may go, you may see some white-tailed deer, foxes, birds, reptiles, turtles. These guys are true wild animals, though Six Flags does not own them. They just live here. Now, seeing an animal may be rare in this area only because it spans up to a wide range. But don't worry, today may be our lucky day. Some emu and maybe even a swan or two.
Oh, I want to see a swan. What? Oh, look, a kangaroo. Look, they're over there. Oh, look, there goes one there, too.
Coming up here on the right-hand side, you will see two of our emus.
Oh.
Now, they are another flightless bird. They have a beautiful turquoise blue color on their side of their face, which is similar to the color of their eggs that they lay. When they run, their strides are about 9 feet apart. They can run up to 35 miles per hour. The producers
yeah.
of Jurassic
Look, a
Park
kangaroo.
actually used the way that the emu moved to form an idea for the velociraptor. They
there
did a
goes
study
one.
on them for about 2.5 months, watching how they ate and how they moved, and they used that in the movie.
Oh.
Of course, here on the right-hand side, we have our red kangaroos. All kangaroos are born as a light gray color. When males and boys grow old, they develop a red color, hence the name, red kangaroo. Now, females grow up and are called flyers. Males grow up and are called jacks.
Oh, that's
But
where they
when
live
they
at.
are all babies, they are known as joeys. Now, joeys are born blind and deaf. They're also born about the size of a lima bean. They'll go into their mother's pouch for the first 28 days of their life, then come out fully grown. A mom can have two different kinds of joeys in her pouch at one time. She can have a full-size joey and a lima bean-sized joey in her pouch, providing two different kinds of milk for them so she can kick them out of her pouch faster. When she finally has them out of her pouch, she will lock the pouch so they can't get back inside.
How's she locking?
Our kangaroos are pretty lazy. They like to use as little effort as possible when they move, so they use their tails rather than using their arms and legs to help them ease locomotion. It takes more effort for them to use their arms and legs, so they just use their tails.
Oh, look, there's.
I don't blame
Look,
them.
he's standing there. Both. He's standing up on
Of course,
both
when
his
males
feet.
want to show that they are more dominant than one another, they will box. We are about to enter the last section of the safari today, which is Tigris Asiana.
Oh.
This section does
Oh,
feature
you
our
see.
tigers, and does anybody know the two types of tigers?
The Siberian
and
tiger?
Siberian.
Yeah, I knew that one. They have like the white.
Along with
Kinda like
our tigers
zebras.
here, we're going to be seeing a lot of different animals. We have the Udad and their babies. We also have the female herd of the black buck, the nilgai, and the yak. Here on the right
there
hand
goes
side, you
Siberian.
will see Kirill. He's one of our beautiful Bengal tigers.
Oh yeah, Bengal.
He's our biggest. Now, Bengals come in 4 different colors. They come in a white with black stripe, which is the most common, an orange and black stripe, a golden tabby color, which is an orange creamsicle back and a white stomach, and an all-white color with all-white stripes. There's actually only 10 all-white Bengal tigers left out in the entire world because of habitat loss and poaching, and there are only 16 golden tabbies left out in the entire world today as well.
16. Oh my
On the
God.
left and right of the truck here, we have
Yes.
some of our Udad.
Look how many of those
We
there
also
are.
have our female herd of the black buck. Now, a little bit closer to us, we do have the Udad and their babies. They're adorable. And towards the fence there, with the darker shade of tan, we have the black buck. We saw the males earlier. They had those twisted unicorn-like horns. So these big guys here on the right-hand side as well else or out in the wild today. We have our lion cub and tiger cub, Nadia and Zuri.
You got a lion.
They were
and
born
a
within
tiger
about a week
and
of each
snake?
other, and their mothers abandoned them at birth. So we decided to raise them together.
Oh, they got a lion
because
and a
lions
tiger in
do
there
need a social
together.
aspect in order to survive. Now,
So-
Nadia and Zuri have no idea they look different. They think they look just like each other.
Huh?
They get along very, very well. Once they turn 3 years old, we're gonna have to closely monitor their behavior towards each other to see if it changes. If it does happen to change, we may have to split them up, but until then, as long as they get along, we're gonna keep them together.
Oh,
On the
look.
left-hand side coming up, we have Noah and Spot, our Siberian tigers.
More
But
Bengal
here on the
tiger.
right, you'll see Balin and Hera. They're hiding. You'll see they are very independent, not hanging out with each other.
Where's the one?
Now, despite their color difference, they are actually brother and sister. In order for them to live together, they definitely have to either be raised from birth together or to be siblings.
Oh.
We are going to be passing some of our yak here on the left and right of the truck. Noah and Spot are
Oh,
Siberian
there go the
tigers, and they
tigers
hang out
all the
in
way
the
back
shade
there. The tiger's all the way back
on the
there.
left. Now, a lot of people think that Siberian tigers come in a white color with black stripes because they think of Siberia and its snowy weather. The only true color they do come in is the orange and black stripes.
Oh, look, there's one. Oh, they're all over there. Oh, there he is. And there's one there, Dad. Dad, look, right in front of you.
Tigers are endangered out in the wild today
Look.
because of poaching for their skin, their teeth, and their bones.
And there's one right there.
People think that it's used in a medicine which is supposed to make us stronger, which it doesn't. That is not true at all. The only purposeful use for their teeth, their bones, and their skin are for the tigers to have them so they can live long, happy lives out in the wild today. Coming up here on the right, make sure you guys say goodbye to our gate guard. Unfortunately, as we go down this hill here, that does conclude the tour today. On our way back to Station 1, I could give you guys a few more opportunities where you can see some animals here at Six Flags. So if you make your way out of the safari, you'll actually go straight towards our safari walkway where we have one of our lion cubs there. We also have baby alligators, flamingos, and pygmy goats. Now speaking
I wanna see
of
a
those pygmy
flamingo.
goats, we have goat feeds at 2:30 and 4:30 today. We also have our sea lion show there in that section at 2 and 4.